let's begin. Okay, we're gonna come on back to our seats. And actually, I just want to change the tunes real quick here. My speaker died the second I walked in. I swore I charged it, but I must have not had the thing plugged in. So anyhow, it's not gonna be the greatest sound, but we've still got some good tunes for today. All right, so we're all in the same place, hopefully. We're starting with an easy seat. And we're gonna begin with a little bit of breath and body rolls. So let's start with our right legs in front if you're not there yet. And grab a cheek, move gently back. Oh, that was funny. You guys both had your lap. Move your flesh back so your sits bones feel really grounded. And then press palms down. If you're feeling sleepy or sluggish, turn your palms up. But as we begin, we're breathing in, taking chin to sky. And then just simply tucking chin to chest, pulling up from the back of our necks as we exhale. We're going to add our little body roll onto that. So scoop your belly forward, lift up like a cow. Open your third eyes up, inhale. Exhale, scoop back forward, but then around. Use your hands to push away, tucking chin to chest, cat. Let's try again. Maybe a little pull on our knees, my friends. Inhale. Open up in the cat. Exhale, round and press away. I like to open my fingers, use palms to really press you back. Now, as we move intuitively here, with your breath, the same length, breath, and movement, find some space to wiggle around. Exhale. I love to pause. So if you feel a little bit of tightness, slow backs maybe. Find a wiggle here and there to ease some of that out. We're going to do 3 more body roll breaths here. So I'm kind of poking out through my ribs as I find my calves. It's really nice for low backs. Whenever that in-breath comes, scoop your way back up. And then exhale, press away. Try softening through your jaw. We're going for 2 more rounds of breath in here. Can you stretch out from the side of your neck? Maybe close your eyes and really come within. Let's go for 1 more big breath in. See if you can find a new place to look or stretch. Maybe sigh if it feels really good. And next time you get into your angry cat, we're just going to pause here. But let your fingertips come to the floor and take a little sway side to side. With your rounded back, we're just going to sway our wrists out to one side, out to the other. Try moving hands in front of your shins and doing the same. And then walk forward, pawing at the ground, taking like a little white fingertip grip to start to warm up our wrists. Keep that sway. Feel stretching underneath your shoulder blades, hopefully. Stretching far enough that we feel really active in our side bodies. From here, my friends, widen hands outside, shoulder width, but keep them really front of the shins. And then tuck chin, roll back body to sky. Pull down. So that same cat-cow, now we're just a lot lower. Maybe feeling it into our glutes. If it feels too sticky or congested, you're welcome to sit up and just repeat what we did a moment ago. But as we work through here, we're going to try to incorporate our tailbones in this fold. So in our cats, tuck tail under. Every cow, pull tailbone, just like your skull, right towards the sky. Nice. Ladies, exhale round. Inhale, finding pause, visiting a little longer whenever you need it today. All right, let's rise. Walk the hands behind you. And give your legs a little shake out. Let them be free to tuck your toes, jiggle your knees. And then switch your shins so the left is in front. And you can take time to scrunch your toes, point and flex if they're feeling like they need movement. Good stuff. Don't forget to readjust your body so that there's no flesh press. We feel really long, sits bones to knees. Fingers down again, we're going to take different body rolls. So we're leaning to the left. Scoot this rib all the way around the corner. Come back the other way, press right ribs out, circle around to the left, and then come down once in the middle. Fold. Let's keep our sits bones anchored. Roll up. Love this. Roll to the left. Circle on around to the right, keeping sits bones grounded so we can stretch away. Flat body fold down, and then exhale, round to roll. All right, let's keep going, but connect with breath. Inhale, 1 big circle. You go with your breath speed. Exhale the other way. Let your neck hang heavy. Inhale, flat body fold. Exhale, rise. Few more, my friends. Now, I encourage you to slip your eyes closed. Really come within. You can get a little cheap thrill. You get kind of dizzy sometimes when you do all this circling, especially when you close your eyes. It's kind of fun. If you're feeling a little rough on your edges, like there's some sharp points in these smooth circles, pause there. Give your body space to shed a layer or two of tension. Arms anywhere that feel really soft. Those are pretty awesome. So if you feel like you need some more, these are Sufi grinds from Kundalini Yoga. Feel free to take that. If you're feeling rejuvenated, lean back, stretch up. Spin fingers away from your hips and stretch everything forward and then up to the sky. Open your throat, let your head hang back. Try squeezing your shoulder blades. Put a little pillow back there for your skull. And then lion's breath, my favorite thing, but we're gonna do it without feeling weird looking at each other, so let your head hang back. When you open your mouth as wide as you can and stick your tongue out, you're gonna try to bulge your eyes out too as you exhale. So let's breathe in softly. Open your mouth as wide as you can, stick your tongue way far out, bulge your eyes out, and big sigh from the bottom of your belly. One more. Kind of like a dragon, maybe more so than a lion in my opinion. Breathe in. Let's get rid of all that stale, stagnant air. Tuck your chin back to your chest. Woo, then sit up. Well done, ladies. Feet flat, knees high. Scooch around so nothing's stuck under your tail. Don't feel pinched. And then we'll drop into a little windshield wipe. Woo. Other thighs. Over there. Woo. Right away, I was like, all right, so we're going to move through that. Don't worry about how far you're wiping your windshield wiper. Very applicable for today's rainy day. Just move as it feels good. And whenever you feel comfy landing on the right, we're going to stay there for a second. All right, my friends, come on around, but split your legs so they're not touching and scoot so you can perch on that right cheek really well. We're going to take fingertips to shoulder heads and try to sit up. Now, if you need to lean back, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to take some twists. Let's flex feet, keeping safe joints, and twist to the right side. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left side. Take a really slow twist here. Thinking about sitting up really tall. Giving our spine a little ring out. So if we've got some tension lingering in there, I like to see it ring like a washcloth. And you can feel that tension drip off the tip of your tailbone. Go for it. Let's go one more twist to the right. If you need more, you know you take them, but otherwise we're gonna pause. Stay really twisted and just slight pulse with our right shoulder, my friends. Scoot it back. Bring the left elbow forward, just encouraging a deeper twist in here. Soften face. When you're ready, twist as far as you can. Release your fingertips around your right knee and fold forward, bringing back optionally our rolling cobra back that we just worked on. Flat down and rolling up. Easing into the right outer thigh. So let's use our breath. Inhale as you fall. Exhale as you curl up. Think about that exhale, squeezing in every little bit of old breath from your belly. Good stuff. Sighing when we're getting hot, too heated today, or just to release. If you feel nice, down low, stay. Coming as low as it feels good in your body. And if you happen to land on your forearms, flip those to the sky so you can open your collarbones. A little manipulation for this left hip flexor. Staying right where you are with your bodies. Well, we're going to try to lift our left outer foot. Flex it, open your toes like super wide, webbing is spread like little duck feet. You got it. And then as you do, feel the left hip flexor rolling into your socket. Beautiful. Relax back down. Try 3 more like that. Big turn. Internal rotation in the hip. Soft release like a feather landing. Beautiful, guys. Squeeze up. So I like to think about greasing our joints. They're going to get that synovial fluid moving around this hip socket. Squeeze it up. Release. Okay, belly in strong. Can you lift your whole left leg? I know you can. Just lift and hover here. Ooh, outer hips. Squeeze and breathe. Soften your facial features. Smiling is good. All that other clenching, let it go. Release, guys. Lean back behind you. Ooh. As soon as you feel pretty good, let your legs rise. Windshield wipe or give them a shimmy, because sometimes they don't like to be bent for super long. If you ever need to, you can really massage something that feels tight. But when you're ready, we're going to take feet wide again. Scoot your buns so you're free of flex, and then windshield wipe a few times so we can fall comfy to the left. All right, when you get there, let's try to perch right on that left cheek. Okay, you're down on both. But we're gonna try to sit up really tall. So most likely we're tipping forward. Looks good. Arms wide this time. You can continue pressing fingers to shoulder head here. We're gonna go wide. Sit really tall. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. So our goal here is gonna be chin parallel to the floor. We're feeling very long in the back of our neck. And I like to think through class about giving ourselves just a smidge of a double chin. Because we're so into jutting our chins forward, lifting and straining the backs of our necks from working, texting, driving, whatever we do. So we're working on pulling back a little bit with the chin to really lengthen back spine. Let's go one more rotation here. When you get to the left side, pause and see if some little pulses feel good. Think about your left shoulder moving back, right shoulder moving open. Nice soft shoulders in studio. Relaxing any clip-on earrings you may have at home. Great. Squeeze, squeeze. And one. All right, my friends, land to frame that left foot. Ooh, feels good in the shoulders, a little warm and fuzzy, right? Come on down. Optional body rolls. It's a hot girl summer, right? So we're body rolling this summer. Flat back down, exhale. So if this doesn't feel good for you, always remember to intuitively move. We could just do little tiny push-ups here, especially if we're taking extra good care of our low back. So just try to ease in a little bit deeper with this beautiful liquid spine movement. When you do feel pretty good, let's land over our left knees. Even if it's an inch, that's great. All the way down, go for it. Whatever feels good to you. Okay, comfy cozies? All right, let's do this, my friends. Start to think about lifting like a magnetic pull to the sky through that right outer foot. Ready? When you go, breathe out. Nice. Okay, so to start, we're just gonna roll in. Knee will stay down and outer foot will rise. Release softly. Think about rolling that ball inside the socket in and then let it open back out. Yes, it's kind of like dusting out that hip socket. Move and groove in here. One more time. Staying active and your chest lifted, long through the body. When you're ready, we're going whole right leg, lifting if you can. Squeeze through the outer thigh. Isn't it cool how much your opposite outer thigh also kicks on as our weight shifts? 3, 2, 1. Release. Rise. Lean back. Well done, my friends. Give yourself a wipe or a jiggle. A little wiggle, a little shimmy. We're finally turning the corner. All right, so scrunch up your toes and stuff, move around a bunch, and then let's find our way to tabletop. We gotta get our wrists warmed up here. So wide webbing through all the fingers, yes. Tucking toes, try to even get your little baby toe tucked under. You might have to shift your hips here and there. We wanna stretch out those wrinkles on the bottoms of our soles. That's the best feeling. Moving a little left and right. How about some forward and back, shifting our weight, feeling shoulders, hips, ankles. Try to take one more big breath in. All right, flipping your right palm down. Fingers face anywhere. Knees, if you can. If not, just face them in towards your opposite thumb. Beautiful, really wide. And we're gonna stick our right foot to the sky. So bring your left knee in under nose. If this is too much for your wrist, just flip it back down. If that's still too much, fists for fists. All right, once you've got your right foot up, we're gonna circle a couple times. This is big work for the wrists, ladies, so listen to your bodies. Whatever way you went, switch that direction. Push it to the sky, hold it like a scorpion tail, point your toes up towards the sky, beautiful. One more big lift, drop knees to touch. Make a fist with your right hand, but try to get, well, only if it's flipped upside down. Try to get your thumb pressing to index or middle finger. Yes, ma'am. You almost had a chance. Squeeze your thumb on. So hard, right? Open your fingers. Try that fist again, but the thumb doesn't want to cooperate. We're going to encourage that little guy. Stick on tight. Okay, release. Before you place that hand down, give it a tiny little flap or a fisted roll, just so we can get it less tender. Oh, fun stuff. All right, let's switch sides. Take your left hand, same thing, any way that you can flip your palm up. Make sure it's feeling okay before we move on. Sending right knee a bit more under body so you can lift your left knee and feel stable. All right, so once we've got everything going on, we're circling. Take a few hip circles. Intense in that wrist. Switch directions. You're welcome to do more. Float to boot. Scorpion tail. Point your toes. Press to the sky. Find that big stinger. Open your belly a little bit. Drop the knees down. Let's fist. Try to encourage your thumb to press on something, index finger or middle. Oh, that's so hard. And then open back up. It's okay if you didn't quite make it. Come on, little thumb, stick on there. I like to think about super gluing something together. Really push, 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 push. Release. Before we do that, press back into your hand. Just shake a little bit. Maybe circle a little bit. All right, well done, my friends. From our tabletops, let's take another little rock side to side. An angry cat. Press up to the sky. Tuck your toes and hold angry cat back. Chin tucked, eyes to belly, while you hover your knees. Optionally, going through cat-cow with the hovering table, also known as turbo table. So let's find our cow. Navel drops, tailbone and top of head rise. And then exhale, push away. Knees lifted just an inch for the challenge. Nice work. They're gonna get really strong and warm in the quads. And our bellies will feel a switch on. Or maybe a bonfire erupts somewhere. Whatever you're feeling is good. Breathe into it. We'll attempt one more. You drop back down. Last opportunity to really tap in here to your core. For now, exhale round. Finish in your cat. Toes and knees release. Child's pose. Palms turn to the sky. Give yourself a little open release. And you can wiggle your fingers. That feels so nice after a lot of wrist work. Good job, guys. Stretch farther through the fingertips, make a prayer. Press elbows down and draw thumbs to the nape of your neck. Once you have your little karate chop at the nape of your neck, walk your elbow points forward. And as you drag your hips back, we feel the skin on our elbows gliding forward for a big old tricep stretch. Oh, I love this posture. Can you feel your back body spreading as you breathe in? Think about sprouting some amazing huge wings that will reach the ceiling in your space. Retract those wings on every exhale and draw your pelvic floor up and in next time you breathe in. Feel a little bit of activation through the lower abdominals once we start to engage our pelvic floor. And then release. Push forward, coming into tabletop. Let's lift up through our left knees. Flex our flex our feet and try to come to tented fingertips. So we have space to set that left foot right in between our thumbs. Nice job. Right leg, toes tucked, we lift. Find a pyramid pose with toes pulling up towards your nose. And then a hovering right knee, little low lunge. These tented fingertips, as we move through these two postures, we're going to be pulling the finger pads towards one another. Feeling a little white knuckly again, and we feel real hollow, like a golf ball could be in the palm of our hands. Getting strong in our wrists this way. Inhale through your wide pyramid. Exhale, hovering lunge. Just twice more, my friends. Inhale. Now, how long can you stretch your heart forward in each posture? Heart to toes. Hey, hey, nice job. Inhale. Exhale. Next time you're in that low lunge, land your right knee. Keep tented and see if you can hover this left foot right where it is. I know it's tough. Make space. Hover. Come on, back to the table. Good job, ladies. Yeah, very good engagement in the core there. All right, let your hands have a fist or palms up, just some way to loosen up your fingertips here. Okay, when you feel all good again, let's come back to our palms. Tent your fingertips and hover your right knee. We're going to flex that foot. Draw it in really slow. Use lots of core, lots of hips. Step right between your thumbs. Oh, that's hard. As soon as you get there, nice job. Keep tenting. But remember, we don't splay. We try to whoosh, suction cup together. Lift your left knee, hovering lunge, into the straight legs. Right toes pulling to nose, wide pyramid. Inhale as you lower, hovering lunge. Exhale as you straighten. So just notice where your body is. It's okay. We're just moving into our low half here. But I bet you've got a lot of space to lengthen your chest, right? So we're going to try to look forward, lengthen our chest. Exhale. Bring your chest to your right toes. Inhale. I love thinking about those crazy feet. Like, I wonder if that's actually possible. Inhale. I have seen a guy. I'm trying to think of what his name is so you can check him out. Andreas, I forget what his last name is, but anyway, he can take in forward fold. He can flex his toes like we're doing here in pyramid and touch his nose onto his toes. So it's possible.
Oh, wait.
It's possible. I always joke about it, but hey, we might get there someday. Let's try one more. Big breath in and a big breath out. Pause in this lunge, and when you're ready, land your left knee. We're gonna come really high. Angry cat back, 10 fingers. Hover your right foot the best you can here. Step back, knees together. Downward facing dog. But if you need a moment for your palms, do gently shake. Do flip them. Do what's necessary to feel rejuvenated. When we get to our big old down dogs, we're gonna get real sassy, like you're on the catwalk strutting your stuff. Bend and straighten alternating legs. Let your hips have their moment to really sway. Just find some fluidity here. No wrong way to move. You're feeling your body, whatever comes organically to your mind. We'll move together in just a moment. Just feeling your way, checking in on all the spots through your back body, from your heels all the way through the crown of your head. Fingertips to shoulders, inner and outer thighs, moving. All right, guys, let's come together. Bring your feet just outside of your hips width distance. Spread your fingers super wide and press back gently. Head through elbows, chest to thighs, thighs to the wall behind you. Maybe dialing index fingers a tad bit out to the left and right sides to give you more space in your chest and neck. Let's play with tailbones here. So we're gonna lift our tailbones towards the sky. Feel like a ski slope just came into your low back. And then pull it down towards your heels. So just a baby cat-cow through the low back. Inhale as tailbone rises, stretch up through the sits bones. Exhale. Okay, a little more fun. When we lift our tailbone, we're gonna push our balls of feet down and out. Widen, 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 sits bones left to right. Ooh. As we tuck our tailbone down, we're gonna pull the balls of feet, inner arches towards one another. Sliding closer together through sits bones. Oh man, that's hard. Inhale, lift tail. Press out to baby toes. Exhale. Tuck tail, pull in, inner arches. You might get shaky in the legs during these guys. Inhale, press out, out, out. You're gonna rip your mat in half. Oh, that's good stuff. Come on in, crumple your mat up between your big toes. Woo, my legs are shaking. Inhale, press the leg, widen sits bones and back body. Pull in. Okay, enough for now. Release that down dog, tiptoe forward. Walk into forward fold. Holy moly. Press the backs of your hands on your shins, the floor, thighs, whatever feels good. Give your wrists a stretch. And let's tick-tock here, ladies. Holding on to opposite elbows when your wrists feel better. Tick-tock straight to the right and the left. Bend your knees a little bit. Get really swayy in your joints. And start to circle. Elbows to right heel, left heel. Okay, let's see how coordinated we can be. While we're doing this, can we shake your heads no? As in, no, I have no time for tension. No thank you, tension. Get out of here. And while you're still spinning, oh man, this could be a recipe for disaster. Take your time, don't stumble here. But if you can, nod your head left as you, nod your head yes, excuse me, as you spin to the sides. Okay, that's fine. Yes puts a positive spin on things, quite literally here. And yes to you, yes to feeling good, yes to releasing tension, yes to Friday. Let's slow everything down. Come to a still forward fold. You might feel dizzy, so we're gonna rise super slow. Fingers press off toes and tops of feet. Literally drag them up your body. Just so I know that you feel safe as you're rising. Take your time if you're dizzy. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Fingers follow. Big breath in. We made it, yogis. Stretch so big. Lover's hands. We are going to cross our wrists, clasp our palms. Take a huge stretch. Try to hug into your ears with your elbows. Lift longer and then tip to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Same thing, tip left. Now, how much can you lift in the center? Eyes anywhere your neck feels good. Exhale, tip. Feel that weight distribution change in your feet. Oh, I like that. Just noticing what's going on with our body, staying present. Last round with the arms. Come on back into the center. Clasp hands behind your low back. Oh, that feels good. Stretch your knuckles to the floor. Widen your chest. What thumb is on top? Just noticing. Wrap around your left side. Step your right leg behind. A little curtsy. You can stay straight-legged. I tend to like to bend, and I feel like I can really pull into its hip. So we're going to tip to the left here. Awesome. Now, if it feels good for you, chin tucks to left collarbone. Working a little bit more through the lower right side of our necks here. One more big breath in. It is kind of sweaty up in the studio today. We are feeling it. Awesome. Step over. Unclasp hands, like literally give them a little shake out behind you and shimmy it out. And then remember what thumb you have? Opposite one on top. Give a little clasp. As soon as you get wrapped around the right side body, let's stand tall. Exhale, tip behind. A little curtsy. I prefer bent. I always think when we're soft, we can come bigger. Yes. I saw that opening. Chest's open. Left side body's feeling great. You look where it feels good. I love the tuck chin here towards right collarbone. Really nice to soften our eyes down. Give ourselves a moment. Catch up with our breath. Whenever you are ready, join me back in the center. Step wide. Open your arms, shake them behind you. Sweep them to the sky again. Come on down to forward fold. Just kind of trickle on down. Any way that feels good to fall. Really soft and steady. Now we're going to give a little tug, Yuki. So you can do three things. Hold the back of your legs. Option 2, loop up these fingers, index and middle around big toes. Step into that. Or last option, gorilla. Putting soles of feet onto palms, but you want to try to get your little toes wrapped up around that wrist crease. Ooh, so good. Whichever option you chose, tug down with your crown. Let it fall off your head, dragging our skulls down. Re-engaging pelvic floor, lower abdominals. It's the sensation as if you're trying to set the flow of urine. Pull up and in. When you're ready, release whatever grip you have. Halfway lift, fingers glide up the shins. If you feel really long, top of head to tail, sweep fingertips behind you. Soften knees as much as your body needs for hamstring safety. Fingertips fall forward, fold again. Right leg, long lunge back. One more round. We're gonna go into that pyramid pose. One more round here, but just staying, lifting left toes towards nose, and then optionally a little sway of the hips. Think about them like a smile. You're not crazy like me. You might not be smiling in your face the whole time, but you can smile in your hips. One more big breath. Release the low lunge. Climb your fingertips forward. Really proud of your chest. Let's take our left arm skyward. Now tug your left sits bone back like you're scissoring your inner thighs together. Would you like to shine your heart towards the sky? Keep swiveling towards the ceiling. And then clasp your hand behind your skull. Left hand cradles your skull. Press back into a little shoulder. Big breath. Keep tugging that left sits bone back. As you exhale, fall. Step forward to fold. You may take a sway or two, whatever feels great. A little momentum, never hurt nobody. Hang heavy. Roll to rise, or you're welcome to flat back if your body likes that better. I like to get noodly with it. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. All right, let's pick up the pace here. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingers stretch anywhere, really active in the spine. Exhale, release, forward fold. Left leg takes that big old lunge back. Front knee over front heel. You can always wiggle the foot back further. We'll find that super wide pyramid pose. Right toes pulling to nose, all five squared towards head. Lovely. We have it wide, ladies, so we can really work into the back half as well. Take out a little smile in your hippies if they like that. You know that if stillness is more your thing, that's where you should be staying. Whatever feels great. Ooh, got a little beat to move to in the studio. Let's refine that low lunge. Stepping anywhere that you feel really great. Let's constrict here. Right sits bone back towards left big toe. Super. Rise up with your right hand when you're ready, twisting the lunge. I like to tent bottom fingers. It gives you lots more space to swivel open. Harder for the fingers, harder for the wrist, but that's a good thing. That's how we grow. Hand may like to cradle your skull. Press your skull into right palm. Try to open your shoulder. Nice option. Beautiful, Jen. Wrapping around the low back. I love it. One more big breath in. Unwind, we're pushing back this time, ladies. Downward facing dog. Push back, hips high. Take any movement that feels good to you. Feet a little wider than hips width distance. We are lifting both heels. Inhale. Exhale, heels swivel to the right. Keep pushing your chest back towards your left inner thigh. Come back to center. Inhale, rise. Both heels up. Exhale, let them fall to the left. Press your chest back to your right inner thigh. Inhale, roll back to center. Both heels rise. Big, big, big squeeze up. Exhale, ease your heels back down. Let's touch our big toes together. Left foot rise. Big inhalation. Any height of your three-legged dog. I want you to always ask yourself, what feels good, body? What do you need here? Heel bends towards your butt. Knee fans open. Really open the left hip. So keep on pressing your body back to your right knee, but take a peek under your left armpit. Hey, good job, my friends. Open in your chest. Back to regular old three-legged dog, straight and strong to that left leg. 3 circles in each direction. If you prefer to keep your knee bent for these circles, do it. Switch your direction after you've done those 3. Think about having a little pencil between your toes, and you want to make the smoothest, no edges circle you can. Great job. Toes down, both feet, both hands, regular dog. Let's roll our bodies forward for our first plank. So really important that we get our chests forward and long. Dropping knees, great, great. Knees up, good for you. Whatever feels good. When you're ready, inhale. Let's slowly lower. Chest down to elbow level. We're going to go super slow if possible. Tiptoe push is a little stronger. Release all the way. Find a space, my friend. Walk toes back. Forearms down. Fingers wide. And just make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. And then drag them back again, like we did in that child's pose. Now clench your cheeks and then unclench them. And see how your low back feels better. If there's any constriction in your low back, widen your feet left to right. Finding a really good spot. Tug your heart a bit more forward. Just a little bit of neck. Tuck chin down towards your chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Back to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Can you spread your toes open really wide back there? Eye gaze may look in front of fingers, forward or up, whatever feels best on your neck. Drop your clip-on earrings again. Tug your heart forward. Big breath in. Release slowly. Using all 5 toes still, baby cobra here. Palms press outside of your ribs, your chest, or your shoulders. Little lift, elbows are gonna stay bent. Yes, and then roll shoulders back and down. Great job. Again, cheeks, clench, unclench, see what feels best for low back. Press back child's pose when you're ready. Ooh. Take a little sway, release that back tension. I like to think about that tension as strength being built. We can't get strong without a little bit of grittiness coming into our bodies along the way. Just release it. When you're ready, tuck toes down low. Lift your hips really high. Take movements that feel good for you. And when you're feeling rejuvenated, let's move on. Right knee rises, leg rises, three-legged dog. Any height's good, right? Feeling good? Let's bend our heels towards our butts. Fan your hip open. Think about a yawn, the biggest yawn in your hips. Press again, chest towards left thigh, but then peek under your right armpit. Yeah, we got a great deep version of dog here. One more big breath in, my friends. Full exhalation, come back to regular dog. Now you can keep it bent. We're gonna go straight for these circles. We're gonna circle smooth. Grab that pencil and no edges on these circles. Maybe 3. Switch. Keep pushing back. Lots of breath. Nice. When that third one's done, just simply tap the earth, both heels, both palms, pressing, extending, lifting hips. Let's go for one more round of chaturanga. Roll forward. Remember, heart is coming through the upper arm window. Big breath in. Exhale when you're ready. Chaturanga super slow. Make it your goal to be 3 seconds or more. Melt into your mat. Wipe your toes way far back. And we're going to reach fingertips towards our heel this time. Reach back. Turn your palms so they're facing the ground and thumbs face out. Good. Now roll your palms to the sky. Palms away from your body. Perfect. Squeeze shoulder blades back and down. Think of screwing them into your spine. Toes, knees, and thighs lift. But I want you to try to play the piano with your toes. Wiggle them around a little bit and then scrunch them up a little bit. Okay, wiggle them around again. Get them really long and wide. Start to scissor your legs, Pilates swimmers, up, down with the heels. Squeeze your buns. Try to lift your knees and thighs. This is a great song for us. There she goes. There she goes. Squeezing her buns. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Hang on, my friends. Don't cheat yourself. Big opportunity here. Toes down. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your head. You're very sweaty head probably, right? It's hard work. All right, let's widen up our feet to crocodile. Toes turn out, inner arches down, feet are as wide as the mat or more. And then just take a little jiggle in your hips. Think bowl full of Jello. That's what we want to go for. So we get loose. Okay, let's do all of that on the upper body. So bring toes back behind hips. Poke them long. And then use all 5 toenails. So too often we get on our big toes and we lift the babies. Let's press them all down. Reach hands forward. Turn your thumbs up, palms in. Okay, there's a mirror under your nose. Fog it up. Stay really long in the back of your neck. Elevate pinky fingers. Are you able to press out of all 5 toes and lift any higher? Stay strong, yogis. Widen up your webbing in your fingers and then squeeze a fist. Widen up that webbing again. Palms turn down, thumbs face one another. We start our Pilates swimmers overhead, so that's an up-down motion like whack-a-mole. Nice job, boo. Very good long necks in studio. Hang on at home. Press your crown away from your tail. Keep pressing through all 5 toes. 4 seconds. Big opportunity to get strong here. 2. And 1. Relax. Hands down. Let your temple fall on the mat. Left temple down. Your arms are too close. Spread them wide. Relax your neck. Eyes to the left. Well done, ladies. Okay, back body, working hard. We just take a grateful moment for our strong back bodies. Eyes back down, press back child's pose. Tuck into downward facing dog. Might like to spend time in a little crouch. If you come from child's and cover your knees, great stretch for the back of your ankles and your Achilles tendons. Lifting the dog if you have it here. Let's lift our left legs. Crunch nose towards our knee. Cheetah pose, shift forward if you feel like you want a little plank action. Flex your left foot and press back, figure 4 down dog. Crossing left ankle over right thigh. Think about your goal being the most space between your navel and left knee. Open it away. I love to move through the left toes, guys. You can flex and scrunch them here. They're super open and ready for action. Beautiful, come on back. Let's lift the left knee back towards our nose. Cheetah pose. Step in between the thumbs and rise to a high lunge. It's been too long since we've been here. Big lift. That feels better. Better air up here. Tug on your right wrist. Try to scissor your thighs together so we feel really square. Widen feet if you need to, and you're gonna lean left if it feels nice. All right, so something that I love, a good tug is great for lengthening, but I love to try to wrap over left fingers. Join me if you want, it's a great wrist stretch too. We're gonna take fingers up towards the left armpit, a little funky, but then we get this great opportunity to roll over the fingers, and I feel like the heel of your hand can kind of push your right hip out. Just feels much more immense in my body. See if you enjoy it. Keep scissoring, I know, it gets wiggly out here. Scissor that inner thigh, and then pull the left sits bone back. One more big breath in, center we go. Stretch up. Good grief, release. Well done. Press back, downward facing dog. Awesome, ladies. Right leg rise. Take a huge lift in 3-legged dog. Cheetah. Come forward. Knee to nose, maybe in a plank where you can keep your dog. Flex your foot. Cross ankle over left thigh. Push back. Figure 4 dog. Remember what your goal is. Let's keep on pushing our right knees towards our back heel. You can play with your right toes here. Give them a little scrunch. Try to play that piano again. Flick them back open. Cheetah we go. Shift forward. Big exhale as you crunch this cheetah. And then land softly. A little bit. High lunge. Inhale. Widen for more stability. I'm always on the tightrope, so I feel like wide is better. Once you get some hip action, then we're going to hold that twist. Give it a big tug. Think about making the most space between your ribs and your hip bones. Eyes wherever. Up is a big challenge. Yeah, and then we're joining Jen. Right hand comes down. Fingers maybe up. I know that's tough, but great for rest. Then think about fanning them wide and folding over right hand. All right, so my eyes are down. I kept it safe. Anybody want to try if you're not already? Dang, that was a quick one too. Impressive. Gliding up. Embrace the convulsions. One more big breath in. Exhale, back to center. Arms rise. Yeah, we made it. Release, spring out, front foot, push back. Downward facing dog. All right, think of it like cleansing your palate. Let's vinyasa. Roll forward plank. Any way that you want to get down. Knees, no knees. Baby cobra again. Palms flat, elbows stay bent. Think about rolling shoulders back and down, maybe gazing forward. Super. If it feels great, release and try an up dog or stay where you are. Straight arms, knees and thighs rise. Same thing, shoulders back. Inhale, eyes up. Exhale, roll over toes to find your downward facing dog. Lift both heels as you breathe in. Exhale, tiptoe forward, feeling the stretch through the back of your legs. Try one of our 3 options to enhance your fold. We'll hug down. Let your neck stretch really long and wrinkle free through the back of it. Next inhalation, we roll to rise. If you like that stimulation, you can drag the fingertips along your body. It's a nice way to show our bodies some love. Inhale, rise. Clasping hands behind the back. All right, coming into yogi squat, the option with the hands here, they're super tough. So that might mean that you want to try, but you don't go as low as normal. Maybe you do, whatever feels good. If you'd like to reverse it and get to squat first and then find the arms, go for it. But no matter where we've landed, let's try to think about that pelvic floor engagement. I like to think about that like holding the good vibes in. Really safe for our low back as we do that. Bracing through the lower abdominals. Take another big breath in. Reach arms forward, make a little fist, punching through something here, maybe through some borders or boundaries that are holding us back. Elbows right by the ears if you can, scooting eye gaze forward. Oh, sitting deep in the hip pocket now. Well done, ladies. Open your fists. It's one of my favorite lines in one of my favorite songs. It's a misconception we can fight like this. So we give them a little wiggle, a little liberation. Fingers fall. Left hand stays down, right arm swivels behind us. If that feels great for you, you can lift it skywards, looking wherever your eyes feel really good. Right hand falls, coming inside right thigh, let it low land. Left arm sweep back to start. Check in with your shoulder and neck. Move up if you're feeling great. I'm feeling slippery and sliding through my sweat out here. Fingertips fall, wide leg forward, fold. Turn toes in, feet parallel. Hips rise and just hang. I love a good pogo stick pulse, so soften your knees and try a little crown pulsing down and rising up. Just a little invitation to your hamstrings. Do you guys want to lengthen? One more. When you're ready, palms fall. We step or hop our feet together. Left leg takes a long journey back. One more round, my friends. Finding your high lunge, big inhale, and then swivel left blade edge down, warrior 2. Arms spreading wide, but soft like seaweed in your arms. So just give them a little float. Check in that your wrists are above your ankles. If they're not, you can get wider. I know it's not super comfy, but that's how we make good change in your bodies. Toes are wiggleable, fingers are loose. Nice. Sweep right arm to the sky. But let's hold the left arm overhead as well. A little beach ball, disco ball, basketball, whatever your jam is. Big breath in. Exhale back to warrior 2. Eye gaze floats down, right fingers. Left fingers fall, right arm rises. So can we hang on without the support of our bottom arm? Squeeze your favorite ball up. Soft and gentle. Excellent job. Big inhale. Pulling the left armpit, pulling right armpit, lengthen your side bodies. Exhale, soften to warrior 2. Well done. All 10 toes turn to the side, long edge. Turn them in, heels kick out a smidge. Feet parallel. Takes a minute sometimes. Yeah, all right, we got this. Hands to hips, squeeze in. Bun squeeze, we lift out of our hips. Exhale, wide leg, forward fold. Pretty much the moment I've been waiting for all class. How about you guys? Love this. Now, if your head is really close to the earth, toe heel in, a footprint or 2, so we can hang the upper body. Option to bring the palms of your hands to your low back. Fingers face down, but then if you do, your elbows will poke to the sides. We want to try to pull them up to the ceiling. Squeeze your elbows towards one another. Get shaky in the triceps, but we're open in our chest. Aware of our pelvic floor. Take one more big breath in. Fingertips slide down our legs right to the floor underneath our noses, and we lift halfway. Next exhalation, left fingers stay. Right arm rises to hip, twist to the right side. Option to lift right arm to the sky. Option to move left fingers to the right side. I like the floor today, but oftentimes I'll grab under the right blade edge. Just want to feel a bigger twist in some way. Eyes on wherever you feel good. Nice, guys. Soft knees. Now, who wants to do a little push and pull in their sit bones like we practiced in dog earlier? Pulling inner arches together, feel it closing. Pushing outer arches out, feel it opening. Eyes down. Fingertips walk back to the center. Untwist, and let's turn our toes out to take a little swish, side to side. Inner thighs, outer thighs, saying, thank you, ma'am. Ah, that's nice. Come on back to the center, pigeon toe again, a little toe turn in here. And then just double check that you're close enough with your feet together that if you drop your head fully, it's not on the earth. Halfway lift when you're ready, big breath in. Breath out, right fingers under nose. Left hand to hip. Take a little twist, look over your left shoulder. Stretch your fingers skywards. As you cross and reach, connect with your breath to elongate. Optionally moving right hand somewhere new, off to that left side. Doesn't matter what happened on the other side. Just explore what feels good here. Stay with it. Nice, ladies. Yes, beautiful. Good control there, Bonnie. Maybe a little exploration with your sits bones, your back body widening to push out. Pull in. And again, push out. Pull in. Release when you're ready. Fingertips fall. We walk back into the center. Sorry, that music was slowing down way too fast for me. We needed to take it back up a notch for a sec here. Take a little swish side to side, moving your toes back out. And when we're doing these inner and outer thigh stretches, we want to make sure our toes are in front of our knees behind the baby toes every time we swish. All right, now continue here or practice a little skandasana with me. We're going to stay on the right side. We can just stay here, hands to thighs, whatever feels good. If you feel pretty nice in the hips, want a little more, left toes roll to the sky. Sitting buns down low, but we're gonna drag, ladies. We're gonna drag left feet towards right. So it's not a floppy noodle, it's a squeeze, a strong engagement. Taking another breath in. Wherever you wanna go with your arms. They can come forward, prayer. Right arm can come down, left arm can come to the sky. Opposite is also true, you can switch sides. Anything goes. Keep squeezing left heel to right, inner foot, take a big breath in. Exhale, soften down, lift up. Maybe a little swish, maybe a wide leg forward fold. When you feel ready, we're gonna come into the left side lunge. Staying low, high, or full skandasana. Yes, ma'ams, and once you've arrived, drag that right heel back. Gonna crumple the mat again. Taking another breath in, maybe exploring a different arm. Even just moving your eyes can make it feel so different. Find something that feels great. Maybe a little on the edge of discomfort. Growth is good. Big inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Well done. All right, we have one little final bit of work. Swish, release, fold, your choice. Anything that feels great. When you're ready, yogis, left toes turn out to the side. Right toes turn in. Then we're going to windmill the arms up and around for our warrior two. But remember, we're like seaweed, yeah? So we're just like super loose in our fingers, super loose in our shoulders. Check out your heels. Are they under your wrists? If not, you can get wider. All right, pulling left knee out towards baby toe. Big, beautiful breath into reverse warrior. Lean back. But let's sweep our right arms up today, holding something soft overhead. Maybe it's just like an adorable infant or a fluffy puppy, just something really soft, grippy, something that you love so much. Reach away. Back to warrior two. Eyes over left fingertips, soft. Let the left arm fall. Lean left. We don't need that left arm, do we? Reach the right arm skywards. Strong in your core. Good. Extend it. Switch. Yeah, there you go. Extend it side angle. Left arm reaches up. Something soft up there. We don't want to squish it too hard. Soft, floaty fingers. Moving our eyes upwards if possible. Keep bending deeply in the left knee. Pull it out towards baby toe. Big breath in. Let that wiggle down. Back to warrior two. Turn toes in. Pigeon toe again. Woo-wee. Clasp hands behind my back. Step feet 1 or 2 footprints in. Forward fold. Now pressing the heels of our hands together. Can we rise knuckles? Think about, we just worked hard. Now we need a good old shower. So we're going to take these knuckles like a shower head. Let tension rain down off of our shoulders, our chins, our lips, our eyelashes, and our hairlines. One more big breath in. Eye gaze looks forward, maybe about halfway left. Arms come down to small of back, and we slide them down so they're softly landing on the floor. Heel toe in. You're welcome to hop too, or step. Time to find a little yogi squat and head on down to the mat. Yeah, and I like a different yogi squat for this part. So we already squatted wide with our toes turned down. Do you want to try squatting with your toes forward and heels back? Try to press your heels down. I like a little swish side to side. Really good for lengthening your Achilles and the back of your ankles and heels. And I love that little squeeze that you get. Like when your thigh pushes onto your calf, it's like a rolling pin. It's like rolling the tension out of the calf muscle. All right, yogis, do you think we can go without Plavasana? Let's see. Flopping is also quite fun. All right, so let's roll all the way back. Once we have that flesh out from our tail, grab onto your thighs, make an angry cat back. And then roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let's lift our knees towards our chest. Take a minute here just to circle around, or maybe you're just rolling side to side. Give your low back a beautiful massage release. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn out all the lights so you're not getting blinded. And then just one way, go the other. Hug knees towards chest or maybe towards your armpits if that feels a little better. Oh, back really need this. If you found a pocket of tension, consider pausing there. Just kind of heavy in that spot. Ooh. That's good. And then let's tap our toes to the earth. Right knee crosses over the left, hips shift to the right. Arms are really spread wide. Find a full shoulder girdle, press down, back of shoulders heavy. Drop your knees to the left. Okay if your knees hover, especially since we have our shoulders planted here. If you feel unsupported, something underneath your knees can be really nice, whether it be your sweatshirt, a pillow at home, a block in studio. Jen, you want me to grab you a block?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And then if you feel like you want to hover your right shoulder, you can let your knees fall, just a different sensation of grounding. Now we have a little maze going on in our spines and our stomachs through all our internal organs. So we're just really trying to slow down here and let our breath find its way through that maze. Eye gaze turns to the right if you haven't yet. Let's take one more big breath in here. On the exhale, eye gaze finds the sky. Now, if you're really taking care of a low back, we can uncross our eagle legs and roll to the fetal position, and then roll up as one unit. If you're feeling like you want to go for it, squeeze through your obliques right back to the center, uncross your knees, and then reshift so that your hips are right under your shoulders. Let's just take a moment here to pause, my friends. Widen your feet left to right, steeple your knees together, and bring your arms overhead like a big goal post, letting the backs of your knuckles fall heavy into the mat. Tuck your chin, get really long through the back of your neck. swishing through your legs. If you need a little cleanse out of your back body, then when you're ready, feet back on your knees. Left knee crosses right for eagle leg. Shift hips to the left so we can align our spine as we fall. Shoulder girdle spreads really wide. I like to use my palms down, keeping that everything back there really grounded. Drop knees right. Ooh, slow, steady, don't go too far. You want to be just on the edge of discomfort, feeling that change begin to come. So trying grounding through one part, whether it be your knees, then your shoulders can be lifted, or it be your shoulders and your knees stay lifted. Just want to find that sense of connection. Soften your face, let your bottom jaw drop heavy from the top. Try to unsquint your eyes and your eyebrows. And then gently glance to the left. Slowing down our breath as we release our foreheads. Smooth and gentle. Release your cheekbones and down your cheeks towards your jaw. Maybe even letting your lips part here. Let your tongue rest heavy on the back of your bottom teeth. You're always welcome to linger. During an exhalation soon, let's take our eyes back to the sky, remembering that the softest way to get back up is uncrossing knees, finding fetal, and then rolling as one unit. Otherwise, we can squeeze through our obliques. Shift hips back under, shoulders uncross your legs, and then re-steeple your knees. We want to bring knees in closer than our heels to let our back spread really wide. Think of batter pooling into a pan. Bringing heels back under our knees. Hug whatever you didn't do last time. So if your knees were touching last time, bring them towards armpits, or the opposite. Just give yourself a gentle, gentle tick-tock. And then when you're ready, my friends, if you need anything, take it, any other stretches, or if you'd like to do legs up for waterfall, feet facing the sky. If you wanted to curl up into a little ball and find fetal for your rest. Corpse pose, everything extended wide from midline. You can come to seated too, whatever makes you really happy. We're just gonna take a few moments here to marinate. You know, strength, coordination. Actually, we didn't do any balancing today, which is funny for me, because normally we do that. So we'll take out the balance. We didn't want to do that today. Strength, coordination, mind-body connection, liberation, self-love. Feels so good. Congratulations, kudos to you. And thank you, because you being here helps everyone else stay accountable, inspires everyone else. A beautiful community connection we have with the studio. So as we're breathing here, we're softening, releasing, and allowing all those beautiful, positive attributes we take from our practice to spread to our furthest extremities, to every single little cell in our body, leaving them feeling shiny and bright, smiley and happy. Once we've caught our breath at the end of class, noticing how deeply we're able to breathe, we've cultivated this really strong pranayama breath practice, just by getting us through the poses. So noticing, feeling your chest and your ribs really widen, east to west, and then release. Maybe feeling your navel lift, breathing under your pelvic bones, a really deep, calm connection to breath. I'd love to take a visual imprint, like a little mental snapshot of yourself here and now. And that way you can transport yourself back here when the going gets tough, when you get stressed with your kids or your commute or your work, whatever's going on, even if things just feel too fast-paced. We have this little back pocket mental snapshot. We'll just pull it out, revisit it, take a breath in, and then a huge sigh to settle back into this time and space. Swell up with gratitude on your next in-breath. Be really proud of your accomplishments. Full exhalation, maybe a big sigh, release heat. We're going to do 2 more just like that. Big sigh to get rid of any old heat that's in our body. Maybe giving ourselves the space to release a little tension if it's lingering somewhere. One more just like that. I invite you to stay as long as you can. I'm in no rush. But to honor your time, if you have to go on with your day, we'll start to slowly bring awareness back to our physical bodies. Moving fingers and toes, then a little bit further up, wrists and ankles. Definitely like to look around a little bit, eyes over a shoulder and then the other, maybe lifting your chin and tucking it back to your chest, giving your neck a little stimulation. And when you're ready, if you're rising, remember you're welcome to stay. That Shavasana is not long enough. When you're ready, we're going to turn into the fetal position, or sometimes people like to rock themselves right up to seated, whatever feels really good. And let's finish class in the same way we started. We'll come on back to a so-called easy seat, hopefully feeling a little easier now that we've worked through our hips and hamstrings a bit. And bringing our hands to our heart center. Tucking your chin down towards your thumbs, a beautiful gesture of gratitude towards your very amazing bodies, your beautiful practices. I felt so honored to have been able to lead you today and to have been witness to your amazing practices. So let's sit up a little taller with this newfound confidence, strength, balance, and coordination that we have. Lifting from the backs of our ears, backs of our ribs, backs of our shoulder blades, keeping this great posture wherever we go today. And as we exhale next time, remembering that peace begins with us. Reconnect with your breath whenever you need it. From the bottom of my heart, yogis, my light honors your divine light. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.